Have you ever seen something that just felt off from the start, but everyone was acting like it was the next big thing? That's how many people felt watching this massive NFT project unfold in early 2025. It had celebrity endorsements, polished videos, expensive-looking virtual art, and even AI-generated holograms. But behind all the excitement, a huge scam was brewing. And when it crashed, it took millions of dollars and thousands of unsuspecting investors down with it. The story of the biggest NFT scam of 2025 is not just about one con artist. It's about a system that made it possible. So let's count down from 10 to 1 and figure out who was really behind it all and how they pulled it off. 10. The launch looked too perfect. The scam centered around a project called 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸, a mix of an NFT collection, a play-to-earn game, and a metaverse project. It launched in January 2025, right after Bitcoin crossed $90,000 and NFT interest was rising again. The official website promised a virtual world where users could buy digital land, trade rare creatures as NFTs, and earn real money through gameplay. The visuals were stunning. Trailers featured futuristic cities, giant dragons, and celebrities walking through virtual landscapes. The white paper promised AI-powered asset growth, in-game staking, and full ownership rights. But no one stopped to ask, who are the founders? 9. Anonymous founders with fake LinkedIn profiles. The project listed 5 co-founders, all with impressive backgrounds. One claimed to be a former AI engineer from Google. Another said he had worked for Blizzard Entertainment. Their LinkedIn pages looked legit, but after the scam unraveled, investigators discovered that all 5 identities were completely fake. The profile photos were generated by AI tools like thispersondoesnotexist.com. The job histories were fabricated. Even the listed advisors, supposedly tech leaders from Web3 and gaming industries, either didn't exist or had no idea they were being used. In fact, the entire founding team was made up of just 2 real people using multiple aliases. 8. Celebrity hype fueled the fire. One of the reasons 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 gained so much attention was because of its celebrity backers. A-list rapper Lil Yachty tweeted about the project. Influencer Addison Rae mentioned it during a podcast, saying it was the future of gaming. Even former NFL star Antonio Brown made a video claiming he'd invested. But none of them actually disclosed whether they were paid to promote the project. Later court documents revealed that the developers had paid over $600,000 in promotional deals to influencers, using stolen funds from early buyers. Not a single celebrity used the platform after launch, but the early attention drove tens of thousands of new investors to mint NFTs priced between 0.3 and 1 ETH, around $1,200 to $4,000 at the time. 7. The smart contract had a hidden trapdoor. On the surface, the project's Ethereum smart contract seemed clean, but independent developers who examined the code later found a hidden function that allowed the contract creators to pause all trades at any time and even redirect NFT ownership. This function wasn't mentioned in the white paper or documentation. When users started trying to sell their NFTs after launch, many noticed that the marketplace suddenly froze. Within 48 hours, trading was disabled, and over 4,800 ETHs, more than $18 million, had been moved to a Mixer wallet, basically a crypto washing tool used to hide where funds go. The trapdoor had been used to lock buyers out and move funds away without anyone stopping it. 6. The game was never meant to be released. 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸𝐸 also promised a full online game to go with the NFTs. Trailers showed 3D gameplay, character battles, and real-world rewards. But just 2 weeks after minting, developers said the game would be delayed due to server attacks. They shared staged videos of beta testers playing the game, but none of it was real. An ex-freelancer later revealed that the gameplay trailers were all rendered in Blender and Unity by artists who didn't know the project was fake. They were given 3D models and voiceovers and asked to make cinematic trailers, believing it was for a legit project. There was never a working game, no dev team, no playable assets. It was all a front to sell the NFTs fast, disappear, and cash out. 5. Wash trading faked the hype. A big part of why 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 felt so hot in the early days was the trading volume. On OpenSea and Blur, some of the NFTs appeared to be reselling for double or triple their mint price. But it turns out over 80% of trades came from a network of around 100 wallets, all controlled by the same group. This is a tactic known as wash trading, when someone buys and sells between their own wallets to fake demand. It tricks algorithms into placing a project on trending pages. Once the NFTs show up in top charts, real people start buying in, believing they're catching a popular wave. By the time the real buyers stepped in, the scammers were already pulling funds out. 4. Binance listing was completely faked. One of the boldest lies came when the 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 team posted a fake announcement on X, claiming they were getting listed on Binance NFT, one of the biggest platforms in the world. They posted doctored images that mimic Binance's branding and even made a fake tweet that looked like it came from Binance's CEO, Richard Teng. The tweet was picked up by some NFT blogs and shared thousands of times. Prices spiked. People rushed in thinking they were buying just before a major platform listing. But when Binance denied any involvement, the team blamed it on a community manager's mistake. The damage had been done. They'd made an extra $3 million during that 48-hour pump. 3. Real artists were exploited. This wasn't just a financial scam, it hurt real people too. Several of the NFT designs in 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸's collection were stolen. One artist based in South Korea later came forward saying her original character designs had been taken from her DeviantArt page and modified slightly. She had never given permission. Another artist in Brazil found his background paintings being used in the virtual land NFTs. These were taken from his personal portfolio and altered just enough to avoid detection, until people started digging. Lawsuits are ongoing, but the anonymous nature of the creators has made it difficult to serve legal notice. Real creators lost both their work and their credibility. 2. The devs were linked to a previous rug pull. Eventually, blockchain detectives linked one of the anonymous wallets behind 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 to a 2022 scam called Pixel Mice Club, which had rugged after collecting around 700 𝐸𝐷. The connection was made after spotting identical wallet behaviors and gas fee patterns. One of the fake founders from 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 had also used the same Telegram alias in both projects. So this wasn't a one-time accident, it was a pattern. These people had pulled off multiple NFT scams over several years, getting better at hiding each time. They knew how to manipulate the market, use influencers, and cash out quickly. They were never building anything real. They were just building a story. 1. The mastermind was a former crypto marketing executive. After months of research by independent sleuths, crypto watchdogs, and journalists, the person believed to be behind 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 was revealed to be Luis Mendez, a former marketing manager for a well-known NFT launchpad based in Lisbon, Portugal. He had previously worked on real NFT projects, but was fired in 2023 for unethical marketing practices. Luis had used his experience to create fake hype, coordinate influencer deals, build false communities, and even script AMA sessions, with bots pretending to be team members. His knowledge of how the crypto space works gave him an edge. He knew how to game the system, and when everything fell apart, he disappeared. His last confirmed activity was transferring over 5,000 𝐸𝐷 through Tornado Cash, a tool used to launder crypto anonymously, just before the U.S. Treasury banned its use in April 2025. No arrests have been made yet, but Interpol and several European agencies are still actively investigating. The 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸 scam is a reminder that just because something looks shiny and high-tech doesn't mean it's real. In the world of NFTs, it's easy to get swept up in the hype, especially when celebrities and influencers are involved. But behind the flashy trailers and slick branding, there are often people just looking to take advantage. So the next time you see an NFT project promising the world, maybe ask a few more questions. Who's really behind it? Is the team verified? Is there real value beyond the buzzwords? Because once the money's gone, it's usually gone for good. If you found this breakdown helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss stories like this again. Stay sharp and stay safe out there.